Yep.
yesterday on Independence Day.
Independence Day. July
Kendrick
4th.
Lamar, that's right, July 4th. Kendrick Lamar dropped the video for Not Like Us.
Yes, he did. All 5 minutes and 54 seconds of it.
I imagine you didn't know it's that long. Like, how you know that?
I don't know, because I remember looking at it and thinking, do I have time to watch this right now?
Ah, okay.
You know,
But you did have time.
I mean, as much time as I was gonna have, It's I was out and about, but I had a few minutes, so I said, let me check it out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I had actually ended up watching it in parts because it was probably not the right time for me to try to watch it. Um, but I did see it. Did you?
I saw it and I did not see it in pieces. I made sure I had the full focus. I was locked in. Are we locked in? Exactly. So
Oh,
I
he
saw it.
ho.
Yeah. 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 I
So,
seen it.
well, what did you think?
Well, first I was shocked that he didn't use any of the footage. Actually, I have notes. Hold on.
Oh. And also, before you even really get into what you thought of the video, can we just? I mean, I know you already said it, but kind of funny, kind of ironic, kind of intentional. I would think that he drops his video about the person he calls a colonizer
On
on
Independence Day.
Independence Day.
Yes.
Um, yeah,
Yes, indeed.
that I'm pretty sure he knew. He knew exactly what he was doing when he did that.
Of course he did. That was, come on now.
Right,
That was planned.
right. So,
All right. So first, the
whew,
video is dope.
okay,
I like the video a lot.
me too.
My second thought was that's a new song in the beginning,
I want to hear
and
that new song.
I'm guessing that's the next Kendrick single.
I want to hear that song
Yeah,
because what I heard so far, I need more.
yeah. I said, oh, okay, Kendrick, I see that, and I like that.
No, it's good. Like whatever that is. I was like, oh, can we? Is it gonna come back in the end? Because I need to hear a little bit more of
It
how
didn't,
can I? Can someone leak this, please, Kendrick?
right?
Can you just
Link in bio. No,
please just where can we find this? Is it hidden somewhere on the internet and we just don't know?
right. So that was the next thought. After that, I got I'm glad Kendrick came alive after a certain point because in the beginning he was very mellow, you know,
Mhm.
very like almost stoic. It was kind of just way too relaxed for me, but he got excited as the video went on. And I appreciate that because I was like, how is he gonna stay all like calm and stoic this whole video? But he didn't. He came alive.
He seems very much like an. I'm trying to make sure I say this the right way. An extroverted introvert.
Okay,
I think
please
that's
elaborate.
I think that's how you say it, which kind of reminds me of me. Like I'm super to myself and can be very shy and like aloneness. Like I like being by myself, doing things by myself, with myself, whatever. But also there's like this personality that comes out socially or, being out in the world or whatever it is. I do podcasts and things like that. Or, um, so for him, and they even there was a video that went viral where there's a scene where he's wearing a green jacket and they're outside in the video, and but there's a video that before yesterday came out where I guess between takes everybody was chatting and hanging out and he was like behind the car. Everybody was in front of the car. He was behind the car, and he was just kind of, he had clearly checked out of all of the togetherness, all of the hoopla, all of the excitement. He was just like in a zone, on his own. He looked content to just be standing there by himself, whether it was deep in thought or whatever it is. So he does strike me as somebody who maybe sometimes probably has to get revved up, which would make sense to what you're saying. It seemed like he kind of was, and I don't know how they shot this. They probably shot this in a lot of different types of frames, but and different time frames. Um, but I feel like, yeah, he seems like he has to like charge his battery a little bit, and that's kind of what how the video was, where he's like started off like a, there was like a build up to the excitement and all the people and whatever, if that makes sense.
Got you. I think people can turn it on and off, but I don't know Kendrick personally, so can't really say much. Um, I love the crowd and having the audio play on the parts with the crowd. But they made sure when you heard the crowd, it was for a reason, you know.
Right.
And I love the crowd shot. That huge crowd. There's multiple crowds in the video, but
Yeah.
the huge crowd.
Mhm.
It was said to be thousands of people. I don't know if that's true or not, but uh, yeah. And I really enjoyed that they not only had the song playing, but they had that crowd audio in there for a little extra flavor. Um, I'm shocked he didn't use any of the concert footage. I said here, and I truly believe that we were gonna get a lot of that concert footage in the video. There's so much of it, and he didn't use not a drop of it, not a second of it. And I thought that was interesting. That caught me off guard.
Maybe that'll be a part of some sort of, I don't know, documentary or something like that. That's all the rage these days with music artists, especially doing their own sort of documentation of their process or their performances. So maybe that footage will find its way somewhere else, you know?
Awesome. Uh, I love the pinata, the owl pinata, and of course the owl in the cage at the end.
Me too. But I also, like, owls are my favorite animal. So anytime
So
I
it
see
was
one,
a little triggering for you.
no, anytime I see one, I kind of smile a little bit.
Did you
I'm just
smile when
like,
you saw
oh,
the pinata
cute.
getting busted up?
Yeah, because it was a pinata. I'm not,
Okay,
and I understand what it symbolizes. I can put things in boxes. I don't need to. I wasn't triggered by that. I know what the owl symbolizes in terms of Drake. So yeah.
got okay. I absolutely love that we got footage of him, the kids, and wifey not only together but having a good ass time.
Yes. That was probably that was probably my, I think, top three moments. That's one of them. The second would be the owls. Um, because I'm a nerd.
Okay, and
And
what's
then
number one?
um oh, number one, I mean this might be unpopular opinion, but number one was the teasing of the music at the beginning. I can't let that go. I just, every time I turn on the video, I'm like, I like this. What is this? I don't get that excited about music off the first listen or just off of a few seconds of a song. So that's why I'm like, I like this and I want to know what this is because I want to hear more of this. So yeah, I also thought the shipping containers were cool. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but I thought the shipping containers were cool because I feel like whenever I see shipping containers outside of the people who camp out in them in Brooklyn, but I thought everyone, whenever I see something about shipping containers, it's always like something really bad. They're always like transporting drugs or like on a TV show, or they're like transporting people. It's like human trafficking. I thought
Mhm.
it was a really cool use of those containers that was like very non-threatening. So I was like, oh, this is actually kind of fun. Like the people dancing in the containers, and the imagery for me was what was cool. It was like super sharp, it was
Yeah,
bright. I just feel like whoever, oh, it says that it was directed by him and Dave Free.
that's my next and last point. Yep.
But my thought process, what I was about to say, is that whoever directed this, and we know who directed it, whoever directed this pays attention to lines and shapes and things like that, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that. So you could see that, especially in that part of the video, that somebody was like, we need it to be like aligned like this, and like I'm very obsessed with like symmetry, and as my co-host, you know that because we
Yes.
create images and things like that around the podcast. But yeah, so
Yeah, that
carry on.
that was my next and last piece, which is so Drake was lying because he kept saying my nigga Dave Free, and Dave Free is working with Kendrick on a
Kendrick.
lot of stuff. So that was what? That was Jedi mind tricks. That was lies. What was that?
I don't
It's
know
it's
what that was.
rhetorical. No one needs to answer.
Okay.
People in the comments, I'm sure, will have thoughts, and it's rhetorical. I'm not asking y'all. But I think that's interesting because he kept mentioning Dave Free, and clearly there's no beef with Dave Free. They are directing this project together because that wasn't no simple video to shoot.
No.
And Dave Free is also the person doing the South Park produced show with Kendrick. Um,
I also figured that was the point in having him do the video too. Like, just hey,
right,
by the way,
right,
I don't know what you're talking about, but we're good over here.
exactly. Yeah. So that was my last thought. That was my last note, and the last thought is, I thought it was awesome that he had all the people from the video, or not all, but I thought it was cool that we saw specific people and groups from the concert in the video as well.
Yeah.
I
Which
thought
I
that was good.
imagine. Oh, sorry.
I'm done. I just said I thought that was good.
Yeah, I imagine that once the concert happened, they were able to, coordinate that probably more seamlessly than maybe prior to the concert. So
Link and build.
link and build. Okay.
Yeah.
Excuse me. A lot of linking and building going on in
Yep.
those LA streets.
Absolutely.
Um,
So also that ties to this last piece. This is just a quick thing, and then we can move on. But Forbes says Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us" sales soar by more than 100%, and that was written yesterday,
wow.
July 4th.
Wow. Interesting. And I think I don't know where it's at right now, but last I checked, 17 million views in under 24 hours.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Video. Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, me and my
So
Uber driver yesterday were chatting about it. That's, you know,
that's fun.
bringing people together.
It absolutely is bringing together in so many ways.
So
So many SKUs.
many SKUs.